The ground rumbles. Heat rises from the earth. Geysers erupt with scalding water. Yellowstone National Park, spectacularly displaying nature's raw power. But beneath the beauty lies dormant danger, a supervolcano capable of unimaginable destruction. Is this geological time bomb going to explode? This question has captivated scientists and the public alike, fueling anxiety and endless online hype. But predicting volcanic eruptions with absolute certainty is almost impossible. By studying Yellowstone's past and present behavior, scientists can make educated guesses about what's ahead. The good news is all evidence suggests that a super eruption is not going to happen soon. While the fear of Yellowstone erupting is terrifying, we can be relatively certain lava won't be pouring into our streets. There's a lot of clickbait to scare people, but will Yellowstone erupt again someday? You can bet it will. But you'll have to wait to collect on it. In terms of geology, it could be hundreds of thousands of years from now. What does science say about this sleeping giant, and why, at least for now, we can admire Yellowstone without losing sleep? Yellowstone is called a supervolcano because of its awesome explosive power. Regular volcanoes form cone-shaped mountains. Supervolcanoes create massive depressions called calderas. These calderas are formed by the collapse of the Earth's crust after a huge eruption spews molten rock from the magma chamber. Yellowstone's history is an example of a supervolcano. In more than 2 million years, it's experienced 3 super eruptions, separated by hundreds of thousands of years. The last time was about 640,000 years ago, ejecting over 240 cubic miles of volcanic ash covering much of North America. What's left of that eruption can be seen in the park's caldera, an impression on the landscape covering 1,350 square miles. It serves as a constant reminder of the immense power that lies beneath Yellowstone's serene beauty. But not to worry, Yellowstone is not showing any signs of an impending super eruption. Even though there has been recent seismic activity, scientists closely monitor the volcano's vital signs, including surface changes and gas emissions. Their research gives them the lowdown on what's happening with magma beneath the surface. Right now, the level of molten rock beneath Yellowstone is too low for an eruption. Also, the magma is not sitting in a single massive chamber, but rather in separate disconnected subterranean pools. Because of that, there's no massive coordinated eruption likely. While Yellowstone does experience frequent small earthquakes, like those we heard about lately, it's nothing to worry about. These earthquakes, along with the park's famous geysers and hot springs, are simply signs of an active geothermal system, but they can be locally dangerous. As I mentioned, an eruption in our lifetime is highly unlikely. An eruption at Yellowstone will happen in Earth's far distant future. While it's scary, luckily, we won't have to deal with it. What could happen in our near future is not a super eruption, but smaller, more localized volcanic activity. These could include lava flows, hydrothermal explosions, or even smaller volcanic eruptions within the caldera. While this could be dangerous to visitors, it could be hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of years before Yellowstone experiences another super eruption. Regardless of spectacular headlines and frightening stories, scientists are studying this geological marvel, helping us get the true story about one of the world's most spectacular dormant volcanoes.